Welcome to Conversation with Miss B. Feel free to follow and subscribe. Don't forget to like. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Hey, let's have a conversation. Hey, let's have a conversation.
And welcome back once more to Conversations with Miss B. Wow, today we're speaking about such an empowering topic, such an amazing topic, one that will change your life. And I'm here to say it is possible. Thank you once again for tuning in to the program. And as we were talking before the break, we're talking about the power of gratitude, talking about how to use it effectively in your everyday life to ensure that you live a life that is purposeful, that is happy, that is wonderful. The Word of God says we are fearfully and wonderfully made in His image. And so being in a state of hopelessness, being in a state of deep grief, being in a state of loss, being in a state of disparity is something that we go through, yes, but it's not something that we should dwell in. It's not something that should be an everyday life, something that we live. And so I'm here to share gratitude with you. In some other places, I'm known for gratitude. I'm known for, sharing gratitude and what it is. And as I said earlier on, it really has changed my life. I've been through a series of things and experiences in life like each and every one of us go through. But I found it easier to go through them. I found that I get out from the slump easier because I intentionally switch from feeling low, from feeling down, from feeling this, to actually transitioning into a higher level, higher altitude of vibrations, which is gratitude. And let me tell you that the energy of gratitude is so powerful that it is able to change any situation. Yes, any situation. Once you switch your mind from the negative and you actually shift it to the positive, immediately something happens there. Immediately you're changing your atmosphere around you. Immediately you're changing your thought process. Immediately you're changing whatever it is that was negative, and you start to feel in a different way. And so let's explore some ways to activate gratitude in your life. As I said, it's an everyday thing, but you have to be conscious of it because it's not that easy to be thankful. As I said, if right now I'm feeling sad, I just want to feel sad. If I'm feeling in a depressed, I just want to feel that way. But when you consciously wire your brain to say, okay, I'm feeling this way, I acknowledge it, but immediately I shift it. Immediately you then say, all right, this is going wrong right now. This is happening right now. But how can I be thankful for it? What are some of the ways that I can say, I'm grateful for this? And immediately once you start doing that activity and you do it every single day, you start then to foster the spirit and the attitude of gratitude, and that is a very powerful place to be. So let's go to some pointers and some things that maybe can assist us, because maybe it's a concept that seems, how can we make it practical? It seems great to say, it's easier said than done, right? But believe you me, it's very much possible.
Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Hey, 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 let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation, baby. Let's have a conversation, baby. Let's have a conversation, baby. Let's have a conversation.
Point number 1. Live consciously. What do I mean by that? By living consciously, you are aware of the state you're in. You are aware of whatever you're going through. Some of the coaches and motivational videos you might find or content will say to you, maybe don't go through that, don't feel that way. No, living in gratitude does not mean ignoring your feelings, does not mean ignoring whatever it is that you're going through. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's surrendering to the feeling. So you're feeling sad, you're feeling low, you're feeling depressed. For example, the loss of a loved one. You lose your husband, your mother, your father, your brother, your friend, your best friend. Something that you really held dear to you. That's an emotion you must feel. This is something or someone that was there, something or someone that you loved, something or someone that you felt this person will be there for the next 10, 15, 20 years of my life. And all of a sudden, they're not there. So it's grief. And I can't say, just be thankful. No, you have to feel sad at that moment. When the news hits you, you're sad. When you hear it, you're sad of the prospect that this person is no longer in your life, that you'll no longer see them, experience the memories. But how do you then shift that into gratitude? So as I said, point number one, be conscious and feel whatever it is that you're feeling. If you're sad, if you're low, it's okay to feel that way because that's how life is. Life is not unilateral. Life has stages. It's got ups and downs. It is in waves. And so when you're at a low point of your life, it is okay to feel it. But that then brings us to point number two. And that is intentionally shift into a higher vibration, or what I call gratitude. And how do you do that? I would advise to immediately pause. Okay, I'm sad. Immediately after that, shift and say, how can I be grateful for the life that this person lived? How can I be grateful for the impact that this person did in my life? How can I be grateful that I got the opportunity to have such an amazing being in my life? These are just some examples that I'm giving that you can then say, number one, what are you grateful for? That is one thing that you should always have at the top of your mind, and how you consciously shift it. You're feeling what you're feeling, you're going through what you're going, okay, take a breather, feel it, and then say, all right, what can I be grateful for in this situation right now? And in the example I'm giving with regards to death and loss, you then say, how am I grateful for having this person in my life, no matter what number of years that you were able to have them in your life? Are you grateful for the experiences you had with them, for the memories that you formed with them, for the lessons that they taught you, the impact that they had upon your life, the good and the bad? Then you start to think and reminisce of all the good moments. And you believe you me, at that point in time, whatever you're feeling immediately becomes less. The weight of the grief, the weight of the loss becomes less. And at that moment, you are consciously shifting your life, shifting your emotions, shifting your atmosphere through gratitude. And it is such a powerful tool. You then begin to be less selfish and more selfless. And that is something that we should all endeavor to do. So in that moment, question you must ask, number two, what am I grateful for? And that's how you shift the situation. You're going through a bad day, you've been stuck in traffic, you get to work and your boss is nasty and this and it just keeps getting worse. And the thing is, it brings me to point number three. There is power in your thoughts. Gratitude includes a thought process. You have to use your mind to shift things to better, because a lot of things begin in the mind. The more you ponder, the more you focus on the negative emotion, the more it expands. And so with gratitude, you're intentionally shifting that thought. So the example I'm giving, you're going through a bad day. It started with traffic, or it started at home, the geyser burst, and then you got into traffic and there was an accident on the N1 and you were more than 30 minutes late to work. Then you got to work and your boss was angry. Then you open your emails and all the clients, and it just keeps getting worse, worse, worse. And you experience even worse. You even say phrases like, what's more worse that could happen? What's something more bad that could happen than already has? Immediately you're activating that emotion of negativity, and it becomes a roller coaster of bad experiences. And by the end of the day, You are miserable. You're miserable at work to your colleagues. You're miserable at home to your children, to your partner. You're miserable to your friends and to everyone that comes into contact with you. And then it just becomes a trickling effect. When you're angry at them, they're grumpy. They're grumpy to the next person, and you see where I'm going with this. But immediately, in the moment when that thing is going wrong, in the moment when your geyser bursts, when you're on the highway and, time is going by and you're late, shift that thought. Because thoughts have power. Thoughts have effect. Thoughts multiply themselves. So the moment you shift it from the negative, you then start to see the positive. How about, yes, acknowledging I most probably will be late for my meeting. It's out of your reach. It happened that there's an accident that day. Why don't you shift and say, what can I be grateful for? Wow, I've got 15 more minutes to meditate. I've got 15 more minutes to listen to 2 of my favorite songs, or to put my favorite song on repeat for that reason. Wow, I've got a moment to just, go through some of the notes that I need, that I didn't go through this weekend for the presentation I have. Immediately, you're shifting that negative energy. Believe you me, by the time you get to work, you'll be surprised. Your boss may not even be that angry with you because you sent an SMS and you've told them that you're going to be late. You'll be surprised that even if they are angry at you, it doesn't affect you as bad. And as a result, your day just becomes much, much better. This is the power of gratitude. And when you get back from work, you're pleasant at home, you're pleasant with your children, you're pleasant with everyone else. And that also impacts their day. Believe you me, if I'm in a negative state and you come through with a positive energy, with a positive vibration of gratitude, and you give me a smile, and you say, it's been a beautiful day today. Did you realize that, there's a new tree that has sprung forth beautiful